So at this point, you're not allowing me to sign in for other business?
I didn't say that. I asked you earlier if you had another reason to be
here. Yes, I do.
It sounds like that information was discussed in that meeting that was canceled. Or it was.
How was it discussed?
I'm sorry, it was supposed to be discussed in that meeting.
It was supposed to be discussed today,
okay,
and they just handed me a piece of paper.
If that's canceled, then I don't understand.
Okay, so then I have different business.
Okay, and that's what I'm asking you, what exactly other business you have, but you keep saying that you're here to meet with your engineer.
There he is. Hey, Hector, how you doing?
See you.
Okay, so Hector, this is other business.
They have canceled the meeting between them at this point, so they're no longer able to accommodate whatever it is who is here to meet with you guys about, or with them about.
All right, Hector. So, anyways, here's the corrections for the last plans. Here's your red line things, okay? If you choose to correct the stuff, then we can turn it in. If you don't, that's fine. I mean, we have to go
the
to...
reason of the meeting here is basically to let, so that I can understand what is what the city is requiring. Okay. If the city requires me to do whatever, I can do it, but...
They're requiring plans, and they don't want to go out to the property. This is the deal. They don't want to go out to the property. They don't want to be liable.
Yeah, what I told you last time is that there's no use of you hiring me or anybody to do any plans if the city is not going to consider them, or if the city is already beyond that point.
Okay, well, that's fine, but these are your plans, and those are your corrections for the engineering. So I'm going to give them to you, and if you choose not to correct them, they're redlined on there. And remember, we canceled the stair. I made it really simple for you. I got rid of the stairs.
I understand what you told me, but the thing is that if the city is looking for other things other than just this,
okay, well, if they're going to disqualify you as an engineer, they have to put it in writing. Here, just take this. This is your work, okay? And those are the corrections, okay? I have a check for you if you want to take the money. If you don't, you're being recorded right now because this whole incident's being recorded, okay?
I mean,
if you don't want to stand by your work, don't stand by it.
No,
okay?
No.
Sir, you don't have to sit here and argue with him. If you need to do something else, you're welcome to do that.
Okay? No, I mean, you didn't tell me you were recording me, so please delete that.
No, I'm recording this situation with the police officer.
And he has a choice to walk away and not be here.
Okay. All right, I gave you the papers. Do with what you want. That's your engineers and that's corrections. If you don't want to correct it, I'll see you in court.
No, it's not that I don't want to correct it.
I'm asking you to correct your work, and I'll pay you for it.
I don't think that's as easy as that. So
okay, that's fine.
I did. Okay,
that's
I
fine.
did whatever I did, and
okay,
we were engaged.
Hand it back to me if you don't want to correct your work.
We were engaged 3-4 years ago. When we parted, you had the freedom to hire anybody.
Sure.
And you didn't. And it's been 4, 3, whatever, I don't remember how long.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, I cannot be forcefully, you're threatening me or forcing me to...
No, I just said there's your corrections for your work.
Okay.
It wasn't good enough. It wasn't good enough, and now they're going to try to take my house. So those are the corrections.
I mean, you had several years to complete the requirements with
You were paid good money to do the engineering. Okay. You failed 3 times. You failed 3 times.
Sir, I would not to get into the
details. I would
suggest if you have a
the rest is court.
I don't have an issue with him really. I don't think I have an issue.
Well, if so, then I would suggest handling it through the courts.
Yeah, he's free to actually do whatever he wants to do.
Yeah, well, I'm just giving you your work that they said wasn't good enough. It's in your hands. Do with it what you want. Take it to court and defend yourself.
Okay.
Okay, next.
How you doing?
I just had a meeting with my engineer, and they canceled the meeting that they set up with me to solve all the problems. Okay, so now they're saying I'm trespassing. Is that correct? I'm recording you, just so you know. Okay?
That's fine.
All right. So
sir,
this person said that I wasn't allowed on the premises.
No. What I asked you is if you had lawful business here. You said you were here to meet with your engineer. It looks like that's concluded. So I'm curious what your business is.
Well, if he would have went along with the corrections, he would have signed in and we would have discussed it.
He didn't, is what I'm saying.
Well, he's got to think about it right now. Okay.
It doesn't sound like it. It sounds like
don't start talking about stuff you don't understand. This is a huge court case, and I told you to write police reports many times, and you said you did, and I would
did
like.
write a police report
last
time.
Great. Okay. And I asked you for your business card.
I will
with
do
the police
that as we conclude this. If
okay,
you want
I'm ready to go
now, and we can conclude it and be on our way.
I just want your business card and the police report number, and then I'm on my way. I
Like
met
said,
with my
once at the
engineer. They
conclusion of this,
canceled.
I will be happy to give you that. I have to walk out to the car to get the number, and then
I'll wait for you here. I'll wait for you here.
Do you have any more business you need
No,
to
I'm
attend
done.
to, or are we done
I'm done.
today?
I'm done with that. I just have to get some business cards from the people in here because they're part of the court case.
Would you like me to ask them if they can give you those?
Yeah, I need Betsy's, the lawyer. I need Gina's. I need Victoria's. I need the city manager. Okay, Aaron Palmer.
Are you guys able to get him the business cards he was requesting? Okay.
We had a meeting that was scheduled today, and then they just handed me papers saying it was canceled. Okay, so my engineer drove here. We're supposed to discuss
Can you get a
plans.
phone number so I can get him his card?
For today?
Yeah.
They're telling us that it's like 61, 60, and 70. No, so I talked to Chief Davis when they put that in the system.
Whose business cards do you want?
Yours, Gina's, Aaron Palmer's, and Betsy's. I need Betsy's contact information. She's your legal counsel, and I represent myself.
Incident when they're out of his house.
52. Can you advise the Canyon Lake file number, please? Affirm. Copy confirming 93 for the day file.
Alright, she's getting you the business cards. I'm trying to work to find out that initial file you're requesting as far as the report.
Okay.
Like I said, you're gonna have to go to the Paris station to get a copy of that.
That's fine.
But give me a minute to see if I can figure out what the file number is.
Okay. That's all I asked you for is just a
What's
picture.
your address?
21734 Appaloosa.
Hello, sir.
How you doing?
Yeah.
Are you new?
What's that?
Are you new?
No, what? You need a new
you
deputy?
haven't been to my house, have you?
No, I don't know.
All
where
right,
Kenny
these two have. All right. No biggie.
Harris is for me.
All right.
You can't get him.
I think we got it handled, but whatever. Maybe we
Here are
don't.
these. I don't have Betsy's right now.
Can I get her contact information?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. If you want a little update, last time I was in here years ago, I turned in plans and they destroyed them and lied to me. Okay, when I was in a court case with the POA, because you have to get through the POA to get to the city in order for your plans. And if they don't approve that, you can never get to the city. So I got to those guys because I was in court with them.
Right.
So during the court case, I turned in the plans. I had my engineer that was just here, and they destroyed it and lied to me. Okay, so I called them on. I called the police, and they said, "Oh, there's no crime. They can do that. Right? They can lie to you and destroy your property. They can do that." And then the police officer intimidated me, leaned into me, and goes, "I don't like your attitude." And I was like, "Whoa! I called the cops on you, right? I mean, I called the cops against these people,
To
right?
assist you.
Yeah."
Mm-hmm.
And so he intimidated me in front of the code enforcement officer, Jean Michelle. And she witnessed the whole thing, and I was just like, all right. And when I walked out of here, this was the police thing, when they walked in there. I walked out of there and I said, "Hey, if a crime's committed in Canyon Lake, it better be prosecuted." Then they fired her, the desk person, they fired the whole city, the city manager fired everybody.
Okay.
It's probably
Okay, well,
4 months ago.
How long
Instead,
ago was that?
2 years ago,
Okay.
about 2016. Okay, so fast forward. Okay, they didn't get rid of the lawyer. Okay, so the lawyer pulls all the strings, gives them legal advice to do whatever they do. We had a meeting today. We had a meeting last week with the building department, with my engineer, and we showed up and they all called in sick. And I said, well, you can't do that, because they were giving me 30 days to get my plans turned in and everything. So I got my engineer, got everything ready to go, and they avoid the plan. They avoid the meeting. So today, they rescheduled it for today. They rescheduled it.
Okay.
And they said they canceled it yesterday at 3 o'clock via email. I didn't
You
get it.
didn't receive it?
Right, and so my engineer may show up, and then this officer was saying, well, you're trespassing, you can't even be here. I said, well, I got business in there. And they go, you don't have any business anymore here. Okay.
With me only knowing that
I'm
small
just-
bit of information,
I'm just giving you...
what is it that I can do to assist you today?
Just listen.
Well, we got that part underway, but
Okay.
from what I'm gathering though, whether from a law enforcement center or not, if they are not available to help you right now, as far as them not being the sheriff's department, then what are you looking for? Because if they're not able to.
Who would I call? Okay, since I can't call you guys to go after these people, okay,
Mm-hmm.
I guess I get a police report now. I've been crying for a police report so there could be an investigation about the corruption and all the bad stuff that's going on here.
Correct.
Okay? So I'm just asking, do I talk to Jeff Stone, the council member? Do I talk to the
Well, what has
Department of
your lawyer
Justice?
said?
I'm my own lawyer.
Okay, well, I would recommend hiring one.
No, I'm not doing
Well,
it.
I have no idea. I don't know what you've done so far, correct?
I haven't done anything.
Sir, do I know what you've done so
No,
far?
no.
Okay, I'm just
Okay.
saying, if,
Yeah.
be a good option. to
No.
hire a lawyer.
I want to call the authorities on this community. And since you guys won't do anything, who's your authority?
Well, all our supervisors, and then the sheriff, he runs the county as far as the sheriff's department.
Okay, so I can talk to the sheriff, but who's above him if I wanted to get the sheriff in trouble?
Well, it depends as far as law enforcement, as far as what you would want to do. But I would start at the basics first. So what we have going on now is Deputy McKean has advised our supervisor, our watch commander that's on duty right now, and he's actually on his way up here right now.
Okay.
And I just came up here to assist him. That's all.
You
So-
talked to Thompson as well a while back. Remember he was out at your house?
I don't know, I have video of different people I talked to. I'm not sure of all the different people. But I'm just trying to solve a problem, okay?
Absolutely.
They scheduled a meeting, they canceled it, and then they're saying I can't be here. Okay, they handed me a piece of paper. All right? So I just had my meeting with my engineer, as you saw. I'm ready to go as soon as I get all the information from you guys.
Okay. They're getting the last of the business cards. I'm trying to get you a file number for that police report.
Okay?
Okay?
I have no problem here anymore because I took care of my business.
After we get that information, is there anything else we could do for you today, sir?
No, I just wanted a person that I could talk to that would listen to me. And I thank you for listening to me. And,
Yeah, no problem.
And that means a lot. That means a lot. Whether anything happens or not, at least you listened.
Well, and like
I
I said,
appreciate that.
there's not just a lawyer that can assist you. There's lots of different avenues, but it's.
I
as
need a
far as-
special investigator.
It's as far as what you're going to do to look up what correct person that you need to look into this.
Well,
You've
I'm just
already
saying,
said that you're not happy with what the sheriff's department's done for you. There's many different avenues out there that can assist you.
well, we were in court and they perjured themselves in court. They lied, tried to destroy me. Okay, I have evidence on that. Okay, so I want to prosecute them for perjury. Who do I contact for that?
Well, if it's part of your court case, you talk to the judge, and if you're your own representative or your lawyer, that's how you can address that.
Okay. All right. We have a
I would imagine there's probably motions or what have you that you can file or do. I'm obviously not a lawyer, and that's why I would, like he was saying, it's probably advisable to get a lawyer that knows how to do those type of things. But if you're not going to get a lawyer, then you need to research what motions you need to file.
Because we're not specialists as far as the attorney-client privilege standpoint goes, as you can imagine, correct?
Sure. No, I'm just trying to get somebody that will help me in this situation that I'm being abused by the city. Okay?
Right.
And I asked you guys for help. Well, not you. I asked this guy and this guy for help. And they listened a little bit, and nothing went down. But he said there's a police report, so I'm happy about that. And so now I can...
Well, if you remember last time you asked me to issue a citation, do you remember that? Because you said I was telling you that we don't just write civil-related incidences, and you said, well, then cite me for taking down the sign. Do you remember that?
No, you didn't.
Okay. Well, that's what the police report's regarding.
Okay.
Okay,
Instead of
because you
instead of
wanted
everything we
sign.
talked about, remember when I was videotaping you the whole time?
Yeah.
Everything we talked about just went out the window.
Okay.
All right.
As far as what?
I had no police report. I told you what the crimes they were committing, and you just looked the other
Well,
way.
what I'm saying is you wanted me to document the incident with the sign and all that.
Okay, that's
remember
fine.
that?
That's fine.
So,
That's fine.
But as we told you that at that time and several other times is, there's a difference between the civil law and the criminal law, and what a lot of this, what you're explaining, is civil law that you would have to address through the court system, through an attorney or representing yourself and filing certain motions, etc. Okay, but it's nothing necessarily that the sheriff's department.
You guys obviously can't help me, so I'm going to head out, and I will contact you. You got your business cards,
Okay.
and we will proceed in court.
All right.
Okay. Thank you. Have a good day.